And we're back. You are tuned into Afterburn with me, Kelly, the hostess with the mostest. And as I told you before, we have DJ Steno on the ones and twos. Guys, we have a very special guest in studio with us tonight. Her name is Sheila Waswa. All right? So Sheila, Wagwan, how are you?
Wagwan. Did you expect me to say that?
No, say whatever you need to say. Yeah, but Wagwan Wagwizi.
Wagwan Wagwizi, okay.
Sheila is the CEO of Chasing Mavericks. And if you don't know Maze, at this point, if you're a young entrepreneur, if you have a business and you need the help to put your business onto like the right track, Sheila is the person you go to. Yeah?
Sure.
How about you give us like a quick background on what Chasing Maverick does for people's businesses?
I actually like the you're pronouncing it. Chasing Mavericks, I like it. So ideally, it's a PR and business connection agency. So what we do is we do branding and marketing for companies, but we also do a lot of business connection in essence, which means creating platforms where brands can meet brands can meet audiences in form of events. So expos, we do conferences, we do summits, we do awards. Yes, so that's basically it. But out of that, I'm a moderator. I moderate in events, and I'm also a culture enthusiast. You know, I like. Yeah. Basically, that's me. Yeah.
But okay, I asked you this off air, but like now I want to like regurgitate it here.
Yeah.
Why choose corporate?
Yeah.
As opposed to now entertainment events, because we had the conversation on you saying you were involved in events before.
I feel like there's a lot of unexploited opportunities in corporate events as opposed to entertainment. Probably it could also be the fact that I've not interacted with that side so much, but you know, it doesn't excite me. You know, I feel like there's a lot of creativity that can be applied in the corporate end. And right now, when you look at Kenya, for instance, there are a lot of events that, from where I'm seated, this could be introduced. You know, we could do something with this concept, and they are not yet there. You know, so there's, for me, so much that you can do in the side of corporate. Entertainment is difficult because I got involved in one event in 2018 where we were actually bringing Zari into the country. It was called Color Purple Concert, and just I think from the logistics around it, you could see how difficult it can be to make profits, and also to just bring all the logistics together. Yeah.
But what happened, like in terms of the event for Colored Purple? Yeah. Now, did she actually come through?
Yeah. No. She came and all that. You see, the thing about events is this: whether it's corporate, whether it's entertainment. There is that aspect that the audience never sees. You know, either you've made losses, but you see, your screen can't show you've made losses. You need to have the biggest of the biggest screens there. You need to have the biggest of the biggest, whether it's artists or anything like that. So there are those aspects that for the entertainment side. And when you look at entertainment scene in Kenya, for instance, the events will be, an artist has been brought, they perform, right? Or there is wine, there is alcohol involved. I always ask myself, what then? So for me, that just is like, you see, for corporates, people come together. They have never met, right? They network, they partner, and after that, you actually see people making friends. They are posting together on Facebook or LinkedIn. So you actually see that value 100%. It's the value that you bring to businesses directly as opposed to people individually.
So would you compare the two and be like, you prefer corporates a lot more because you have a lot of takeaways from it at the end of the day, as opposed to just a fun experience where you just get that from entertainment?
I think 100%.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think I'm that type of a person who's always like, what's the objective? You know, why should we do this?
Okay, but what if it's just to have fun?
Go to the club.
Yeah, but like, what if like, okay, let's say, you're bringing in Zari.
Yeah.
Obviously,
it's exciting, but not for me. It's exciting, but not for me. I'd say that. And a lot of, like, in that particular event, we're actually doing cancer screenings, or doing screenings on many other things, you know. So there's, of course, there's again that value that it comes with it. But I feel like more value. Also, the other thing for me is I have something for SMEs, you know, the businesses thriving, and what could be a better way, you know, for businesses to thrive. Say that they network, like that.
Guys, let me tell you, Sheila is about to start dropping gems because she is so deep in the industry and she knows her way both in and out because you've been doing this for 4 years.
Yes, I have.
Yeah, so she wants to definitely put you on, especially as a woman in this corporate world. The 5 things you should not.
5 things you should know as a female entrepreneur in Kenya.
Nice.
Yeah.
You know what? I feel like we should get into that.
We should, right? We should.
So what would be the first point as to what you
I'd say your personal brand on social media can either build or kill your business, right?
Okay.
For SMEs mostly, or for MSMEs, so macro, micro, small, medium enterprises, you'll realize that the CEO or the founder is actually the face.
Okay.
You know, the minute you hear Chasing Mavericks, the first thing you do is to go and search who is Sheila Waswa, right? Then you go to my social media and you're like, okay. Because that is what people do. That's where people go. And when they get search, kuna vile credibility yako, it goes down. Now, this is what happens for female. Even according to research, women post more on social media than men. But men are likely to get more business on social media than women because women post more personal stuff.
Okay.
Right?
And men?
Men post business stuff most of the time. That is a majority. So you'll get, for instance, you might be here, right? You'll take a selfie, say feeling good today, post it on Instagram, right? But Tano will post DJing at Kiss TV. Right? You see, that's already business for him.
Okay.
For women, then we'll post things like either family, our house.
Something sentimental.
Yeah, personal. So then at the end of the day, this person who's coming to your social media page, social media pages right now like CVs, you know, people want to see what is your life about. So if your life is about, for instance, I'll give my personal example. You know, there is a time with organizing events, you either meet people or you have nice backgrounds, you're dressed well, you go take those photos. I'll post on social media a quote, right? Even from wherever, just a normal quote. It got to a point that even my mom was asking me, what are you doing in Nairobi? Right? Because it's like people are always seeing me in events, but they don't know exactly what I do, right? So it got to a point that I actually have to consciously say, doing this event with these sort of partners. So then people will look at you, okay, so she organizes events, right? And she has these sort of partners in her portfolio. This is the type of person that would want to probably work with or anything like that. So I think that is one, and that it's very important. Like, especially for women, don't be humble about your achievements. Post it. You know, today you are here, post it. Tomorrow you are there, you met this person, post it. Some people will think it's pride, but you'll realize you're marketing yourself to a level that other people don't. For instance, also, I moderate. I do a lot of event moderation. And sometimes it becomes so cliche because I'll be like, for the past, actually this month, I've done like 4 or 5 events, right? So every week there's always an event. You get tired, you know, you're like, today you're here, tomorrow you're here. People will be like, hi, kwani niye tu, right? Niye tu. So sometimes in your head you feel like, let me post something else. But then from that poster, you get someone else thinking, if she can moderate, let me call her for my event. So I think that is one that is very, very important. So females
need to market themselves a lot more in the business sector when it comes to now their own personal social media profiles. I like that. Across. Yeah. Because it's true. Yes. Stella will upload something and be like, on your screens tonight. Or probably upload the same exact thing and be like, haha, jokes with this guy.
Exactly.
So, okay, all right, women, we've been told we need to be as sentimental as we are if we want to be as serious in the business space. All right, what other points do you have for us?
I think the other thing is read, watch, at least know something
Current
about
affairs,
everything.
yeah.
Current affairs. Or it might even be historical. Myself, being a cultural enthusiast, I like, you know, just getting to know, for instance, why African women wear wigs, you know, or straight hairs. And you'll see there's a historical background to that. So just read, watch. If you don't like reading, watch. There are a lot of documentaries right now. You can, and they are very interesting. You know, see kama zile za kitambo, zenye unawatch, you're like, nimechoka. No, squeezy, there are very many interesting things, you know. So that when you're having conversations with people because sometimes you realize, especially in the corporate world, it takes something very small for you to connect. I can meet you, you've dismissed me the first 20-30 minutes, right? Then I mention, or you mention something around, let's say, cryptocurrency, which is very trendy right now. And I'm like, yeah, so there's this crypto that I actually invested in. And from that point, that's how we connect, right? So we can talk about Will Smith slapping someone.
You know what, we're going to get into that. But we're going to get into that. So honestly, what do you think about that issue? Do you think he should have smacked Chris Rock?
I don't think so. Because he laughed. You know, I saw him laughing.
Yeah.
So then, he found it funny.
Do you know, okay, I think Will Smith is my type of Nini mentality. Because when something pisses me off, like entirely, you'll see me smile.
Yeah.
You'll see me smile. So I feel like that's what he was doing. He was trying to suppress his anger because he's in front of people. Yeah. But because Jada rolled her eyes. So guys, the background of this kamushane that was going over here is that the Oscars happened literally just last night. All right? And during Chris Rock's speech, like, you know, he's over there, he's a comedian, he's trying to make banter. At some point, he started making fun of the fact that Jada Pinkett has no hair. Now, there's this movie called G.I. Jane. All right. So in the movie, G.I. Jane has no hair. All right. And he's like, oh, okay, you know, Jada Pinkett, I love you. I can't wait to see you on G.I. Jane 2. So obviously at that point, everyone is like, hey. Like, guys are laughing. But right after, it's on the screen, you can see this guy smacked Chris Rock and walked off like nothing happened. Sophisticated, direct, and precise. Maybe attack this the way Chris Rock was slapped. But honestly, I don't think Nini, he should have
done that. Because, you know, then that also says for any comedian who makes a joke on stage, right? If you're not happy about it, you can actually go and smack that person. This is our model. We look at him, we look up to him. So I think he should have handled it better.
I personally think so as well, but I think he was also trying to make a statement because if you've noticed, Will Smith has been really, what would I say? He's been bullied by the whole internet, you know? So I feel like he's at a point where he's snapped. Because everyone is constantly trying to trigger him as an actor or someone when it comes to his personal relationship. So guys are constantly jabbing at him and he's like, for what? I've been open about everything. You guys know what the story is. So why are you coming at me?
They do that to every other person.
They do that to every other person, but I feel like the magnitude to which it's happening to him is something that he doesn't know how to handle. So I think that's why he reacted
that's actually
that
it. He doesn't know how to handle.
Because right after when he got his Oscar, he apologized.
He didn't apologize to him. He just apologized to the whole academy.
Yeah, he apologized to the whole academy because it's out of character. But I don't think he wants to apologize to Chris Rock because Chris Rock should know better. You know, at the end of the day, I know Steno, like, fine. People are making fun of me because, okay, let's say, I don't know what, I walk on my toes. Now that's something that's knowledgeable. So people will make fun of me because I walk on my toes. But now Steno will know the history behind it. And he won't do that to me
make
in
a joke
public.
about it.
Even if he's a comedian, he wouldn't do that. So I feel like Chris Rock was out of nature, But you know what? Before we get into the rest of the 3 points that Sheila has for us, tutaka vibe tu kidogo. Uko na request?
Ni what genre of songs? Any. Nieke Giddy by Diamond.
Hey. A lady who knows what she wants. Guys, stay tuned.